one-woman tourist board, using the power of just her mobile and her bus pass to showcase beautiful sights and amazing events hosted all over the island. Even the weather won't stop her, working both day and night to make sure that people all over the world know just how amazing our Isle of Wight is.
Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I've just done a live stream over at the church on the roundabout. I'm down outside the Delhi Cafe, and I'm sitting down on Western Gardens on Ryde Seafront, and I'm live streaming here on Friday afternoon, the 17th of July. I am sitting in the Go Live Granny Community Garden, live streaming this time from the garage. I'm sitting out in my front garden because it's actually hashtag National Knit in Public Day. It's time for a little bit of monkeying around, winging our way through the first month of the new decade. I've already done a live stream today, 2020 it is, and I'm live streaming here under my gazebo. No, it's not 10 o'clock. You're not wrong. It's 10 to 6. It's a bit dark. I've been at the Isle of Wight Stylers. I am down on St Helens Green for the St Helens Carnival, and I'm just going to do a quick live stream. So I thought I'd just do a little monkeying about. Wow, all I can say is wow, wow, wow. We have some wonderful people in this community. Over 200 shares. That's the magic. That's when the magic happens. Is when everybody starts sharing. So. Good evening, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're all well. Let's just get back to let's just take the big banner off the top. Welcome to golivegranny.com, and we're just going to change that one over there. So let's have a look and see. And it is... Now, my hat says 100 in the corners here, but it should say 101 because my daddy today... Oh, I forgot something. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Whoops, there's something else I forgot to bring. Let's... I'm coming back. Sorry, folks. I shall be back. I'm coming back. Here I am. Right. So yes, it should say 101 on here. It is the 19th of January. Lovely picture of my dad on a cruise. And the 19th of January, he would have been 101 today. But we lost him in 2010 when he was 89. So he didn't make it to his 100, but he did have a long and interesting life. So there we go. Oops, I think. So anyway, this hat is one I made in his memory last year when I was in lockdown with my son and daughter-in-law. So let's see. Kaz, it's coming in from YouTube. She's had a busy day there, and she's got a birthday. She's talking about her birthday card with pictures when she was a little girl. That sounds nice. Hello, Andrew, coming in from YouTube as well. Now Caroline, Caroline was on YouTube and now she's on Facebook. She's trying to confuse me. Hello, Michaela. Hello, Rachel and Becky and Carol and Paul and Adrian and Tina and Janice. All those coming in from Facebook. Janice coming in from YouTube and the website. Carol's saying happy birthday, Lynn's dad. So we took a happy heavenly birthday now. But I'm sure he's having a party. I have a feeling in my bones that he's probably having a party. So anyway, I'm going to take the hat off now because it's very floppy and it's going to fall off. And I've just washed my hair, just been in the shower again, and I just washed my hair. So I have to, there we go. So let's just put this down a bit. There we go. Oops. Anyway, the thing I just went to go and get just now was the Super Dad badge. Actually, I've got Best Mum Ever and Super Dad here. And these things, I had a very impromptu visit yesterday from my brother David and his lovely wife Sandra. I didn't know they were coming, and they came over and we had spent wonderful 4 hours together. And it was unplanned, but when they said they were coming, I said, oh well, I could do your jacket potatoes for tea, will that do? And that was fine. I said, I can do that, but can you bring some cheese and milk and butter? because I was due to go away tomorrow, I'd run down everything in the fridge. Anyway, my plans have changed. I'm not going away till Saturday now. And of course, I had run out of the things that I could have made them tea with. So they came with the butter and the tea and that, and we had jacket potatoes. I got some peas in the freezer, so we had a lovely tea and we had a lovely chat. But they came with more boxes that has come out of my mum's house, and in the boxes we're finding things like the Super Dad badges and the Best Mum Ever, the badges that had been in boxes from birthday cards, things. We're finding all sorts of treasures, and I will show you some more of the treasures another day, but I haven't got those to hand. I hope you enjoyed those 4 broadcasts in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then I had the rest last night, Tuesday, and now Wednesday I'm back on. So hi Debs, birthday party buffet. Yes, it's a birthday party buffet on the Good Step over on YouTube. Anybody want to join Andrew over there? What was my dad's name? My dad's name was Douglas Fortescue Redding. And my brother David has done a lot of digging into our past and followed the line of the Fortescues, and he's got a load of information about the Fortescues because he's very interested in the genealogy of the family. So that's quite interesting. Hello, Yvonne. So Yvonne and we didn't phone each other today, but I think we had a quick exchange earlier in the day, a little chat. So there we go. Right. Oh, Deb's is saying her friend Sue has promised her the pattern for an All Sorts jumper today. That will be interesting. And Yvonne's saying, happy birthday to the man who made me what I am, Lynn. What you are, Lynn. He must have been a wonderful man. He was a wonderful man. I mean, he made me how I am. Some people don't like me how I am, but that's tough luck because lots of people do like me how I am, and I'm not changing for anybody. So there. People have tried to change me over the years, told me what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and all that sort of jazz. But you know what? It's up to me how I am, and I try to do good by everybody. It doesn't always work, as you know. But anyway. So we really should have the birthday hat on, shouldn't I? I'm going to make a new birthday hat, but before we put the birthday hat on, I don't know. Oh, I don't think Ailey's in the house, but she was talking about the Tam O'Shanters, wasn't she? And look what I found when I was doing some more I've done some more tidying, folks. You're going to be so impressed with me. Look. Oh, I don't know. Look. How about that? There we go. What do you reckon? I should save this till Burns night, shouldn't I, really? I'll put it back on again if Hayley comes in, but I can't see her in the house at the moment. But there we go. I found that. So that was one of the hats that didn't appear in the hat stories. And I also found this one because I have been so busy. Well, I've been busy today. I have been busy sitting in my chair knitting and binge watching Downton Abbey. I watched hardly any craft shows today because I was binge watching Downton Abbey, and I was trying to get something finished, but it didn't get finished today. But I will finish it and show it on the next broadcast, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'll give you a taster of it, of what it is, and see if you can guess if I show you a bit of it. Right, let's have a look and see who else has come in. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Did I say? I think I said hello to Janice. Did I? Hello to Janice. Yes, I think I did. I read those comments. That's it. Oh, yes, I've gone too far back now. Silly me. Right. Okay. Hello, Keith. Nice to see you. Long time no speak. Hope you had a lovely Christmas and nice to see you in the broadcast. Now, so let me just. So, what do I think of Downton Abbey? I love it, folks. So thank you so much for suggesting Downton Abbey. I absolutely love it. The other night, the last night I broadcast, which was Monday, after the broadcast, I went and watched the first episode, and I'm now up to series 3, and I'm on episode about 3 or 4 of series 3. So I've binge watched through all of the first series. The second series, I'm now on the third. I did notice though just today that some of the early ones are going away off Prime. So I'm glad that I've watched them now because they're going to disappear in about a fortnight. So that's good. So I should keep on. And it's so therapeutic. Keith's saying it's a lovely place to visit as well. It's Highclere Castle, isn't it, where they filmed Downton Abbey, didn't somebody say? And I know I've been to Highclere Castle in the past, but I haven't. Right, okay. Sorry, somebody's just sent me a message. I can't remember much about it. Andrew's saying there's always Netflix, so it might be on Netflix. I don't know, but at the moment I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. And then I'm after I want you to be recommending other things. Obviously it's going to take me a few days to get through Downton, but what I did today, I've had such a productive day today because I was sitting down for a lot of it, knitting and watching Downton, but then in between I'd get up and I'd go into the craft room because lots of you know I'm trying to get my craft room straight and I'm determined to do it. And in my determination to do it, I found my laminators the other day. Then I decided to not give away 3 cupboards I was going to give away, but make them work better in the room. So I decided I was going to move the furniture round. Well, some of you panic about me moving furniture, but I just do it a little bit at a time. So yesterday I went in there. As I say, my brother came round and I was going to ask him to help me move it, but he was so tired. He looked so worn out that I thought, I'm not going to ask him. That's not fair. So anyway, I did it today. And no, I did a bit last night after they went, because they weren't too late. They went early evening. And they came mid-afternoon and they went early evening. And then in order to move the first cupboard, I had to move 2 other cupboards out of the way to put the cupboard, this one, where I wanted it. And so it was a bit like one of those puzzles where you move this bit to move that bit to move that bit. But the cupboards had all got loads of boxes on top of them. Lots of them are those really useful boxes that stack nicely. So I took them and put them in my bathroom, which is just opposite the room I'm trying to work on. So a lot of them are stacked in the bathroom. I do have an ensuite shower room as well, so it doesn't put my bathroom out of action. And so I did some of it yesterday, and then I did bits. I was really determined to get the filing cabinet into the corner where it used to be, and I managed it. I had to squeeze between the furniture and do tiny bit at a time, only a little bit at a time, so I don't hurt myself. Right, okay, we're getting some comments in. Rachel's mum loves Doc Martin, and a few years ago she went to where it was filmed in Cornwall. Well, I know Doc Martin was a favourite of my mum's and my sister's. When my sister used to come over, she lives in Bournemouth, and when she used to come over from at the weekends to see my mum, they would watch it. So either it was on at the weekend or they recorded it and watched it at the weekend. I don't know, but they used to really enjoy that. So and Debs is saying that Downton Abbey is Highclere, home of the Carnarvon family, talking mummies, not daddies. Right, okay. Debs would like to know also where Doc Martin was filmed, so perhaps you could fill in on the details there. Right, so Carol's been into town tonight. Beavers tried to make rockets using vinegar and baking soda. Oh, it was a funny flop. One of the leaders had to run out of the way so not to get covered in vinegar. Maybe one to try again, to have another go. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Or, as my first husband used to say, if at first you don't succeed, give up, it's not worth the effort. But he was rather a defeatist, he was very much like that. So excuse me. So I have been knitting. And anybody want to see what I was knitting? I haven't finished my granddaughter's cardigan. I'm plodding on with that, but I had a little break from it because there was something particular I wanted to do. I really wanted to do it yesterday, and I've done most of it today. Do you want to see what I've been knitting? Shall I give you a sneak preview? Right, how can I do this so that I don't give the game away? Let me just... Hang on, I've dropped a bit. I dropped a bit on the ear, not on the ear, on the floor. What do you think this is? What do you think that is? What do you think this is? What about this? Anybody guessing? I might give you a bit more of a clue. Those weren't very good clues, were they? Because you couldn't really see much of shapes or anything. It's not an Easter egg. No, not an Easter egg. It's not an Easter hat. No. I gave the game away of this a bit when I dropped it on the floor because I said something. I said I've dropped it on the, and I meant to say floor and I didn't say floor. I said something else. Did any of you hear what I said? I got confused. Oh, Andrew, how did you guess? Andrew's bang on. Look, Andrew put Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh or a bee. Well, if I'd have shown you that, if I'd have stuffed this, look, this is his head. This is his head. That's his nose, and that's his head, and that's his ear. That's one of his ears. And this is his tummy. This will be his tummy when I've stuffed it. That's his tummy. And then he's got he's got two hands, two arms, and of course 2 legs. And now I have to knit him a red t-shirt. No, it's Winnie the Pooh, Jean. Winnie the Pooh. And so it was, yesterday was National Winnie the Pooh Day, and I had wanted to make it yesterday because I could. And it's also part of a knitting challenge. I belong to the Let's Knit Together group. There's a Let's Knit magazine, and instead of buying the magazine, I belong to the Facebook group, or the group. No, yes, is it on? No, it's no. I belong. There is a. Where's his trousers? He doesn't have trousers. Winnie the Pooh doesn't have trousers, does he? He has a red T-shirt. Wait a minute, I've got a picture of him here. Let's see. Winnie the Pooh's a bear. He's bear. He's a bear. Wait a minute. Oh no, I've got a Winnie the Pooh's Little Book of Wisdom. On there, he hasn't got any trousers on, but he does wear a red top, doesn't he? So he is going to be big, isn't he? Yvonne, when I started knitting him, I didn't look at the size that he came out. And I thought I was knitting a little bear because from the picture he looked little. And as soon as I started it, I realised that it was going to be a big bear. But anyway, that's fun. I was thinking it was going to be like this. So if all else fails, read the instructions. That would be a good idea. Then I would have known he was coming out big. But I don't mind him coming out big like that. I think I've lost one of his ears in my travels. But I've done most of that knitting today. He's naked below the waist, absolutely. But he will have a red, I've got to make him a red T-shirt. So that's all that's left to do. I was trying to get him done so that I could show you tonight. But I knew I wasn't going to finish it. So then I went and had a shower and got myself organised. So there we go. Hello, Kath. Nice to see you. Right. No, Winnie the Pooh doesn't get cold because he's got fur. Well, this one hasn't. This one's knitted, but he's fur. Winnie the Pooh's a fur. So shall we have some Winnie the Pooh wisdom? Let's have Winnie the Pooh's Little Book of Wisdom. Oh, there was another hat that I found while I was doing that bit of sorting and tidying. So my place is still a big mess, but I'm making good progress. But there's a lot of progress to be made. But I also found this. Whoops, hang on. That was the wrong way round. Oh no, wait a minute. That's that. There we go. Look, there we go. Ready for St. Patrick's Day coming soon. But I found this not in the hat box. So I need to put him in the hat box. So there we go. So those are things ready for other times. Oops, that's gone on the floor now. So let's see. He's not a flasher. Winnie the Pooh, he's not a flasher. He's a bear, and bears don't usually wear clothes because they've got their fur coats, haven't they? So they don't need them. Anyway, let's have a bit of Winnie the Pooh's wisdom. Little Book of Wisdom. So let's have a look. It says, Carol says, I'm making progress by making more mess. Well, any of you who've done any serious tidying, you know that you make a more mess before you make it tidy because you have to move stuff. Yeah, I know. Becky's saying he will need Piglet and Eeyore and the gang. Yes, I know he will. But I was going to tell you, this one is a challenge because in the Let's Knit magazine, I used to buy the Let's Knit magazine, and then I joined the Let's Knit membership group online because you get all the patterns there, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and then you don't end up with a whole stash of magazines and you don't know where to put them. So all the patterns that they print are online. And one of the things, there's a challenge, a knitting challenge for January, and there's a new thing to do each day in January. And one of the things was to knit this Winnie the Pooh, which is where this pattern came from. So it came from the Let's Knit group, and so I did that. I haven't done much of the challenges. One day with the challenge was to finish one of your works in progress. So there we go. We have somebody who doesn't speak English on here, so I'm not quite sure what that remark is. So I can't really answer that remark that's come in from somebody on. Oh, I think Andrew's saying hello to whoever it is. Rachel says I have to knit his honey pot pattern. There wasn't a pattern for the honey pot. If I find a pattern, I'll knit the honey pot. So hello, Linda. Linda's coming in from the website. Well done, Linda. Nice to see you. And Caroline reckons I got to knit Tigger as well. Are we on our own over here? No, Linda's there. Andrew's there. And that new person whose name I can't actually pronounce. Sorry. And I need you to speak English in here if you want to join the conversation. Hadik, I can't pronounce it. Sorry. Here we go. For those of you on Facebook, we have somebody on over there, but I have no idea what that means. So I'm gonna take it off just in case it's something that I don't really want to display because I don't know, do I? So there we go. So anyway. Yes, as those of you just coming in now, picture of my dad up here because it would have been his 101st birthday today, and we would have had, we would have spoilt him rotten with all sorts of things, probably things to do with licorice, all sorts, jelly babies he used to love, that sort of thing. Very difficult when somebody gets to those grand old ages of 80 and 90. You never know what to buy them because they have everything they want, and they try to get rid of things by then. That's right. Now Carol's saying, did anyone else get a letter with the voucher from the Isle of Wight Council for help with food? Did you get that, Carol? Because Inga told me about it and I mentioned it in the broadcast the last time I broadcast. Hello, Patricia. Oh, you're earlier tonight. You got back earlier. That's lovely. So Patricia comes in at this time of night because she's a carer for her mum. Hope all is well. So lovely to have you in here, Patricia. Earlier than usual. That's nice. Mm-hmm. I believe that letter, Carol, isn't only for food, is it? Oh, Yvonne says she got one today, one of those letters. Oh, maybe I will get one. Oh, it looks like Andrew might have found me a honey pot. Let me just have a look. Andrew just sent me a message, and I think he might have found a pattern. Ooh, I wonder. Now it's not loading. Wait a minute, let's have a look. Right, okay. Maybe I need to switch over. Let's have a look. He's mentioned something about honey pots. Don't know if he's found me a pattern for a honey pot. That would be good if he has. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear, there's people. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, what's this? Hang on. I've clicked on something and I don't know. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's see. He has indeed sent me an amigurumi honey pot pattern. That's a crocheted pattern. So there we go. I can now make, but because I can crochet too, I can now make
honey pot as well. So I shall have to have a go at that, won't I? Thank you, Andrew, for that. Excellent. Right, so Yvonne, wait a minute. Yes, we did. You can get used it for Iceland food. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, Patricia's done a day shift with her mum today. Jolly good. And so Carol's saying, yes, we did. You can use it for Iceland food. So that sounds good. Yes, Inga was telling us that we could get vouchers for. Some of us can get vouchers. I think it's sort of pensioner people, vouchers for food and or against your utilities. That's what she told me the other day. Oh, and folks, the vouchers for people who get help with council tax. Excellent. Also, can somebody go and find the Aspire link? Save me looking for it, because Aspire, it would be great if somebody can find the link and put it up so people can vote. So Aspire in Ryde is a great charity. It's a community. It's a church that's now a community centre, and it helps so many people, from the homeless through to mums with toddlers and all sorts of groups. It helps people who are lonely, all sorts of things, and it does an amazing job. And it's on the ASDA link, which I'm hoping somebody will find in a minute. If you go to Aspire Ryde and find the link on that page, their link rather than somebody else's link. Otherwise, if you put somebody else's link, it doesn't. People can't always open it. But ASDA are looking for their next charity to support, and they've got three charities on there wanting your votes. And the middle one, if you click on it, the middle one is Aspire. And when I looked yesterday, they were in the lead. When I voted last week, thank you. Now, I see Andrew, you put the link in my hang on, let's get it then. Wait a minute. He's put the link. Wait a minute. He's put the link in my messenger. So wait a minute. I can get it from here probably. Let's have a look. Oh no, they're not in the lead anymore. They've gone down. The other group's gone into the lead, the Jigsaw Family Support. So wait a minute, let's see if I can get the link. So anybody, there we go. Let's put this up. If you haven't voted for Aspire and you're not there we go. That's the link. So there we go. If you haven't already voted in the last 7 days, hop on and vote for Aspire. When I voted yesterday, they were in the lead. They were at 48% or 49%, 48%, and the others were 47%. It's now switched round. So we need. Thank you. Patricia's voted earlier. Good night, Caroline. Yes, that's right. So Aspire are in second place. They were in first place yesterday. You can vote, and then you can vote in 7 days' time. Now, don't forget to vote again. I'll try and remind you. But the vote, I did get in touch with the community champion, who did get back to me and say the vote ends at the end of the month. Didn't say what time at the end of the month. So maybe it's midnight on the last day of the month. So you're allowed to vote once every 7 days. So if you have voted the other day, go in and see if you can vote again. And please can you share the link and get your friends to vote, because we in our Go Live Granny community, we're very good at getting votes in for all these different things and helping. We've helped to win so many. We've not quite got there on one or two, but on the major ones like the 50,000 lottery funding for the one of the charities on the island, we pulled out all the stops for that one, and they got their 50,000, which was amazing because they were tiny. Sorry, folks, a tiny little charity. That's better. Right. So wait a minute. Let me just go back. I think Patricia's saying she hasn't been too good today. Oh dear. I'm sure you cheered her up though, Patricia. I'm sure. Linda said she voted yesterday. There we go. And somebody said, talking of jelly beans, who was that? Adrian. Talking of jelly beans, Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor Who with the long scarf, who gave them out, is 88 tomorrow. All right, so it's his birthday tomorrow. Right. Let's have a look. Good evening. Oh, Ailey's in. I better I better show Ailey what I found. Look, Ailey, I showed it earlier. It let you vote. Jean, where are you? Where are you based? I don't know whether it's just a UK can vote or whether any of our international viewers can vote. I'm not sure. Jean said it let her. Oh, it let me vote. So, are you in Ireland, Jean? I can't quite remember where you are. Sorry. Right, Jane's just come in. Hi, Lynn and everyone. Hope you're all well. Have missed a few broadcasters still having problems with the internet. Oh no. Oh dear. Never mind. You're here now, so that's good. Right. Oh, somebody said it was Tom Daly's birthday yesterday. Well, anyway, it sounds like it's his birthday this week. It's letting Becky vote. Becky's in the States, so that's good. So it's, yes. So I want to just show Ailey what I found. For those of you who are new in the broadcast tonight or haven't been in for a while, over the weekend, it was National Hat Day. And I broadcast on Saturday and Sunday with my collection of hats, but my Tam O'Shanter wasn't in there, and nor was my St. Patrick's Day hat in there. But I found those today when I was doing some tidying up. So there we go. So there we are, Hayley. I hope you like that. Yeah, so Jeannie's in Ireland and it's let her vote. It's let America vote. That's good. Excellent. Yvonne's saying it's lovely that Jane's in here now. Yes, so that's good. So I'm going to read a bit of Winnie the Pooh wisdom, and then I might do a little bit of chatting about my dad, as it would have been his 101st birthday. I did get out the little book of kindness because my dad was a very kind man and always doing kind things for people, and a great supporter of charities and things like that. And that sort of book reminds me of him. But let's read a bit of the Winnie the Pooh. So, Little Book of Wisdom. It says, "It isn't brain," said Pooh humbly, "because you know why, but it comes to me sometimes." So there are lots of oh, Ailey says you've got yourself a tummy. She loves it. I'm glad you love it. There we go. And Caroline's re-knitting her shawl. Oh, why did you undo it, Caroline? Your shawl. You started it again. Oh dear. Never mind. Hopefully it will grow now. Right. It says before you begin. It says. Wait a minute. Let's just take that off there. What it says, Pooh is a bear of very little brain who can't always think of the right words to say. But even so, he has said some very wise words and thought some very interesting thoughts, which he would like to share with you. Poetry and hums and little words of wisdom aren't things which Pooh gets. They are things which get him. All he can do is go where they can find him. So, reader, go where they can find you too, and dip your paws into this little collection of wisdom from an astute and helpful bear. The best bear in all the world, Winnie the Pooh. So, wait a minute. Let me just have a... There we go. Oh. That's it. Hang on. Let's see. Andrew's saying that he sees that Aldi have launched a checkout free supermarket in London, just like Amazon shopping. Walk in and pick up what you need and then walk out. It's that easy. So does it sort of somehow scan it? How does it work? Carol says she has to be up early. as she's having a gas certificate done, so no sleep in tomorrow. 8:30 he's coming. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Never mind. Right, Jane, I broadcast now on normally Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but at the weekend, because it was National Hat Day and I have so many hats and I was feeling very chipper, I did a broadcast on Saturday evening at 10, but because I only got part way through my hats, because I have so many hats and so many stories to tell, I also broadcast on Sunday. So they had 4 broadcasts in a row. They had Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, but it's normally Monday, Wednesday and Friday at the moment. I may add some in, I may not. Oh dear, poor Caroline had dropped some stitches. I had to undo a bit of Winnie the Pooh's tummy, not because I'd done anything wrong, but when I looked, the yellow wool, then it had got some sort of something woven into it that was like a dark bit of wool or something, and it looked a horrible splodge on his tummy. So I hadn't noticed when I was knitting it, because I don't always look at my knitting while I'm knitting, so I had to undo about 3 rows, that's all. So let's have a look. Yvonne thinks that Carol should really tell the people coming to do her work in the morning that we don't get up early. We all get up later. There is now, Rachel, there is a Rupert the Bear knitting pattern. I may have it. I'm convinced I did have it, but I'm not quite sure where to find it now. He had Badger as a friend, didn't he? And I found part of the Badger pattern. So I'm pretty sure I've got Rupert the Bear pattern somewhere, but it might require until I finish doing my tidying before I find it. I did look online, and there are some online, but some of them were so mega expensive. People are selling the old patterns for some mega price, and that wasn't good. Love all the hat photos on the website. Yes, lots of screenshots were taken by Jackie and Andrew of my hats, and they some of them are up on the website now. Kath saying, yes, these tradespeople really should know we get up later. Absolutely they should. So there we go. Right, so personal thoughts from Winnie the Pooh. When you are a bear of very little brain and you think of things, you sometimes find that a thing which seemed very thingish inside you is quite different when it gets out in the open and has other people looking at it. There's a teensy picture of Winnie the Pooh sitting by a tree. Right, so Andrew's explaining. Just walk out technology automatically detects when products are taken from or returned to the shelves and keeps track of them in a virtual basket. When you've done, just leave the store and you get an email receipt. Well, that sounds like a good idea. And if all shops did that, it would stop the pilfering, wouldn't it? Because it would detect that people had stuff even though they were trying to hide that they had stuff. So there we go. What does Winnie the Pooh wear to bed? It says Andrew. Pajamas. There we go. Very funny, Andrew. Let's put that one up so people can see. Right. Anticipation. Oh no, wait a minute, I missed a page. Hang on. Set priorities. Nearly 11 o'clock is time for a little smackerel of something. Check your store cupboard. It's sort of comforting to know if you have 14 pots of honey left or 15, as the case may be. And I'm going to show you because there's little pictures at the bottom for you to see as well. What does the Winnie the Pooh use to eat? Very funny. What does Winnie the Pooh use to eat? His bare hands. His paws. Bears have paws, but it doesn't quite sound the same, does it? Yes, we do have a theme at the moment, Jane. Our theme is birds. And then on Friday we were almost out of themes in the jar, so everybody was giving me suggestions for filling up the jar with all sorts of loads of different themes. So I have a whole long list now ready for next week when I have to change the theme again, because we changed it last week, and then so that will be last week and this week, didn't we? Did we? That's right. Yes. So it will be another week round before we have to change it again. Right, let's have a look. Hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's in now. Wait a minute. Andrew's coming up with all the Winnie the Pooh jokes. What do Jabba the Hutt and Winnie the Pooh have in common? The is their middle name. Look, I'm going to put it up so you can digest it if you didn't understand it. There we go. Wait a minute, what's that? Yvonne's saying, with the people that come to the door, she says, I tell people that they can't come before 11 as I'm on my oxygen. I don't tell them that Bill could answer the door. Good for you. There we go. And yes, so there's jokes coming in from Andrew. Elizabeth's in. So hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Right, so anticipation. Although eating honey is a very good thing to do, there is a moment just before you begin to eat in which is better than when you... Sorry, what's this? Anticipation. Although eating honey is a very good thing to do, there is a moment just before you begin to eat it which is better than when you are. So that's the anticipation of eating the honey. Plan ahead. Many a bear going out on a warm day would never think of bringing a little something with him. There we go. Look, can you see the pictures? They're only little pictures, so you have to look very hard. So there we go. Right. Let's have a look. Have a friendly day. When you've been walking in the wind for miles and you suddenly go into somebody's house and he says, "Hello, Pooh, you're just in time for a little smackle of something," and you are, then it's what I call a friendly day. And there is Pooh going into one of his friends. There we go. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. We're talking about Winnie the Pooh. We're talking about my dad because it would have been his 101st birthday, and we're talking about other things in general. So nice to have you here. Why did Tigger stick his head down the... Oh, no, I'm not going to read that one. I'm not going to read that sort of joke. Take time to relax. What I like doing best is nothing. It's when people call out at you just as you're going off to do it. What are you going to do? And you say, "Oh, nothing." And then you go and do it. Doing nothing means just going along, listening to all the things you can't hear and not bothering. There we go. Control your stress levels. To seem quite at ease, hum diddly pom once or twice in a what shall we do now kind of way. Right, so that, there we go. Right, knock, knock. Who's there? Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Who? Silly, it's not Winnie the Who, it's Winnie the Pooh. Very good, Andrew. What did Winnie the Pooh say when he was offered dessert? I like it. I'm going to put it up. What did Winnie the Pooh say when he was offered dessert? "No, thanks, I'm stuffed." There we go. And my Winnie the Pooh will be stuffed with the toy stuffing that has the safety marks. You know, the safety marks to say it's safe for stuffing toys with. Yes, Disney would be a good thing. Oh, hang on, that's another one of those. I'm not quite sure what it is. Disney would be a good theme, said Rachel. I went to click on Rachel's and they moved and then something else came up. So I'm always a bit dubious when I see somebody come in and I don't understand the language, just in case it's something that shouldn't be there. So over here we're speaking in English, so let's have English comments, please. Right, so what do you call Winnie the Pooh on Halloween? Winnie the Boo. Very funny indeed. So let's have a look. Let's do a bit more. It says on the back of this little book of Winnie the Pooh's wisdom, it says, "A honeypot full of wise words and useful advice on the pleasures and problems of life from the bear of very little brain, Winnie the Pooh." And of course, Winnie the Pooh's by A.A. Milne. And I believe Wait a minute. Hang on. I believe that Winnie the Pooh Day is celebrates Winnie the Pooh Day. I believe it's celebrates. Right, National Winnie the Pooh Day is celebrated every year on January the 18th, the author A.A. Milne's birthday, according to the National Daily Calendar. There we go. So that's what that's all about. That's it. There we go. So there were some just now some Winnie the Pooh quotes over there. Let's see if I can. Oh, I've lost it now. I've lost the page. Wait a minute. Right, let's have a look. Whoops. Right, thank you, Andrew. We will be ignoring those rubbishy comments that are not in English. Thank you, Andrew. It's good that you're looking out for me. Winnie the Pooh Day quotes. Let's go and have some. Right, let's have a look. There's some lovely pictures on here of Winnie the Pooh. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit too small, the writing. Piglet is asking Winnie the Pooh, how do you spell love? That's what Piglet asking. And he says, you don't spell it, you feel it, said Pooh. So there's really some nice quotes here. Let's see if I can find another one. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day, says Winnie the Pooh. There we go. So on here, I can see him in his red T-shirt, but of course I can't. I don't know if I can flip the camera while I'm doing StreamYard. I'm not sure. I know if I fiddle about with it, it'll probably all disappear. So I'm not going to do that. Right, let's have another one. Pooh, oh no, that's another one. That's another one. Pooh, how do you spell love? It's a different version of it. So let's go back in my book and see what I've got in here. A little caution. When you go after honey with a balloon, the great thing is not to let the bees know you're coming. Right, okay. A matter of taste. The wrong sort of bees would make the wrong sort of honey. So now we know, don't we? There we go. Right. Let's have a look. Let's just go back. Right. Oh no, Carol was saying, guess where her gas meter is? She's had to clear some of her craft stuff and it's now sitting under the dining table. Well, as you know, as I said earlier, I'm really pleased that I managed to move that filing cabinet and get it to where I wanted to do it. Now I can start moving the other units and getting them all right into place and making maximum use of my space, including more hooks. Oh, I must tell you. No, I must go and get something. Hang on, folks. Don't go away. Don't go away. I forgot to bring something else over. So let me go and get something here. Oh dear, I've knocked something on the floor. I have to pick it up later. I'm coming back. Here I am. So I have lots of these really useful little boxes. I've got lots of the big ones, and then I've got a set of these small little boxes, and they're great. I've got about 16 of them in a little plastic cover, and I've always wanted them fixed up on the wall, and on the back they had two little holes to put a screw in or something like that. And of course I've been waiting to have somebody who could do that, but every time I went near it I knocked it and all 16 boxes fell out. Usually the contents didn't fall out because they're usually clipped, but occasionally one of them might open and all the contents come out. Anyway, of course, as you know, folks, I have been putting up some hooks. The hooks were no good. The ones that I got, the self-adhesive ones to go on the wall, were no good. But that lovely tape, that like silicone tape that I told you I'd put up my my extension lead onto the wall, I looked at the back of the thing, and it was all it was all filled in the back. And I thought, oh, I can put some tape across the back and stick it to the wall. And I've stuck it just where I sit now. And so I'm going to have all my bits and pieces right to hand. So I'm getting too organised for my own good. It's a long way before it's totally tidy yet, but I have made lots of progress, and I'm very excited that I've made lots of progress. So there we go. Let's have a look. Yvonne's saying that Carol wanted us to tidy her craft room. A bit extreme when you've got to have somebody to come round to do the gas meter, and then you've got to move it because she says she had to clear her glory hole under the stairs so the man could get to the meter. Yeah, absolutely. My meters are outside. My meters got put outside because this was a new build, some years ago. So they put the meters outside, but then nobody ever comes to read them. They put them outside so they were accessible for people to come and read them, and nobody's ever been here to read them. I have to read them myself and give and message them with the readings myself. So I have to, and of course I've got lots of pots. I need to tidy that bit of the garden because I've got lots of pots in the way of where the meters are. So I have to move the pots and the chairs in order to read the meters. But I think really I need a smart meter, and then I wouldn't have to do it, would I? I think that's probably what's your opinion of smart meters, everybody? I'm asking the audience, and I might phone a friend, but I think I'll ask the audience first. Right, so let's have a look. What else have we got? What's Winnie's favourite bird? So because it's Bird Week, Andrew's coming up with some bird jokes. He says it's Christopher Robin. There we go. Right, so Adrian's giving us a little bit of the history. Winnie the Pooh first appeared the 14th of October, 1926, so 94 years old this year. Paddington Bear first appeared as 13th of October, 1958, so he's 64 years old this year. And Rupert the Bear first appeared on the 8th of November 1920, so 102 years old this year. So Rupert is the oldest of the bears, of those bears. So I know I've got a pattern. Somebody wanted me to make a Paddington. I know I've got a Paddington pattern. I haven't looked for it yet, but I will, and I will look for the Rupert pattern. But I really want to get a lot more of the stuff. I want to get the boxes and the cupboards moved, and then start making the space work for its keep. Why can't Pooh rob a bank? He would only steal the honey and not the money. Oh dear. He says that's police jokes for kids. So that I see. Yes, I suppose. Yeah. Right. Carol's saying that she's going to stuff all the stuff back in the cupboard. Carol, put it back tidily. It will pay you dividends if you do. Don't just stuff it. So there we go. Right, let's have a look. Right. Andrew's saying he's got these really useful boxes too, and use them for hammer beads to separate the colours. I will get back into the hammer bead crafting. Yes, for me, in this one, this is just one I picked. I've got little tiny bits of holly. Can you see? Little holly sequins in this one. One's got bells. I've got some tiny of my very small die cutters in one. I've got elastic bands in one. I've got all sorts of different bits, but they're just near now where I sit, where I'm doing my sitting and knitting, and everything's just going to be to hand. I've got. I think yesterday I told you. Was it yesterday that did I tell you that I'd got my really no because it came yesterday. Oh, I haven't told you folks. Look, I've got I can show you one, but this is the really useful. I've got the really useful tower now, and it's got 8 drawers in it. So that was really good, and I'm very pleased with that. And what I will do is I will show you. I can show you the really useful tower. So it's a rainbow tower, and it's brilliant because it's on wheels. It's going to fit into a little space round. I've got a chest of drawers that came from my mum's, a narrow chest of drawers there. And then it's just next to my desk. The other side of it, I've got a bookcase looking the other way. But there's a bit of dead space down there. And I hate dead space. But, you know, you can't put anything permanent there because then you can't pull the drawers out. So I've got a knitting bag down there. And then next to me here, I've got some drawers on wheels. So I push that back when I don't want to get around there, and when I do, I pull it forward and I move the stuff out there so I can get around the back. But I found a better solution. So let me show you what my better solution is, because if I show you on Amazon, you will be able to see. And you know, if any of you are trying to solve storage problems, I was so excited with it. I was even more pleased because it came. You didn't have to put it all together like some things that come. And so you didn't have to put it all together, and the man carried it up my stairs for me. He insisted. He said, no, if you take it you might fall over. And I was so pleased. So let me just show you, because I was mega pleased with this. And so it's a set of 8 drawers, and they're all rainbow colors, and they're cheaper on here than on Amazon. This is Amazon. They're cheaper on here than let me just show you. Wait a minute, I've lost where we are. Here we go. Hang on, let's just take that off. Yes, they're cheaper than places like Hobbycraft. And the reason I got them, I wanted them, but I wasn't sure that I should do any more spending this month. And then Amazon gave me a £20 voucher because I updated my payment. So they credited me with £20 just because I updated my payment card when they wanted me to. And so there were conditions to it. You had to buy something that was Amazon fulfilled, and the 2 Amazon things, I can't remember, you know, it was Amazon, sold by Amazon, and something else to do with Amazon. And so I had a look at some things I was wanting, and they were not part of an offer with the voucher. But when I clicked on this, they were. And let me just put it on. And so don't forget, this is an Amazon link. So if anybody buys through our link, then we do get a few pennies for it, and only a few pennies, but every little bit helps. But that will show you what I've got, and they are right. Hang on, wait a minute. Let's go back, because I missed a lot of comments. Right. Right. So there we go. Right. Obviously, a bit of chat going on about Yvonne and Yvonne's oxygen. Right. Okay. Right. Wait a minute. It's a long time now. Jane's saying it's a long time since someone call it the glory hole. My family used to call it the glory hole. But, you know, one of those areas under the stairs or something like that gets junked up with everything. Yvonne's just made me laugh. A man wanted to check all the radiators, but when he got to the craft room, he gave up. Well, you've probably got so much stuff in your craft room that it keeps you warm, so you don't need to have radiator on, because you've got all the warmth of everything around you, especially if it's wool. So Elizabeth's saying she's got a smart meter, so easy to get installed, and you see all what you use and lets you know when you need to top up. Right, okay, that's top up what? Sorry, I'm a bit confused on that. Jane is saying her husband is obsessed with your smart meter. He's always turning the heating down when we get near budget. Right, okay, yes, I can see that. I think my son's got a smart meter, and I know they were checking. I know I'm sort of monitoring my heating more now. I've changed supplier, not because I wanted to, but because my supply went out of business. But I've been very lucky that I'd overpaid, and that's been credited to my latest bill, so that's really good. But I'm trying to be a little bit more economic and not perhaps have it quite as high as I had, because I know the costs are all going up. Andrew's saying someone in his work has a smart meter and loves it. They never need to read meter, it's done automatically. They have a Hive also and can control heating, etc. anywhere via mobile. Good way to see spending. Absolutely. You can do so much with your mobiles these days. The only trouble about that is if your mobile goes offline or down for any reason, but hopefully mostly it won't. Amazon is good. So there we are. So as I say, I've put the Amazon link to those drawers. But then I was looking, and if you go through that link to look at Amazon, you can carry on and look. There was a set like that. This set was £40, and the only thing I had to do was put the wheels on, because the wheels were in one of the drawers. The whole thing was put together. Some of those other plastic things you have to put them together yourselves, and then they never stay together properly. But this is good. It's strong, it's solid. I've filled it up with all my craft paper. No, not all my craft paper. Now I need some more. But so I am planning maybe next month or the month after to get another one the same, and then I want one that's got 11 drawers, because here to the side of my desk, I want the taller one next to the desk, because it will tuck in there beautifully, and there's a bookcase the other side of it. But I want the shorter ones here, because then I have, sometimes if somebody's sitting over there and I'm sitting here, we need to be able to talk to each other, so I don't want them too high here. So but it's just getting too organized for amazing. Hello, Tom Taylor is coming in from Ipswich. Hello, Tom Taylor from Ipswich. Nice to see you. Oh, right. So Elizabeth's talking about the top up of her smart meter. The top up is when I need to pay my money. My husband pays online straight away for me, all online. It's also, I have a payment card. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I get that now. It makes sense. And then you know exactly what you're doing and where you're at, don't you? Rachel's saying, smart meters more expensive. I don't believe that they are. I believe that it's just, I don't think it costs anymore, does it? I think it's just to, it helps you monitor it, and of course they can read it automatically, so I don't think it costs anymore. Ailey's saying she hopes everyone got their extra winter payments from the government to help out with heating. Yes, I've had my warm home discount, and that's actually been applied. It's just been applied, so I've been quite lucky, because I had an overpaid on my previous energy supplier, and if they go out of business, the new supplier who takes you on has, by Ofcom rules, has to honour the amount you had in credit, and they have. I've been monitoring it to make sure that so I haven't paid anything for several months now. And then the 100, yes, so there were warm home discounts and all sorts of things going on there, which was great. They're free. But Kath says that the smart meters are free, but I think she means do you mean, does the electricity cost anymore? I don't think it does. Yeah, so Elizabeth's saying hers costs her no extra. Tom's telling me I'm very polite. I like to be polite, Tom. It's the best way. No reason to be otherwise. So lovely. Anyway, I was going to read out of a little book of kindness, wasn't I? Do you know, I don't know where I've put Butterfly Whispers. I might have to run and get. I think, newcomers. Look, we've got a newcomer there. Oh, I think Tom's been in before. But nice to have you back again. It says, in my little book of kindness, it talks about newcomers. It says, if you've noticed that someone new has moved in, this is a great opportunity for kindness. Send them a card to welcome them to the neighbourhood. You could even make one if you're feeling crafty. And those of us who are crafty jolly well should. Compile a list for them of the top 10 things to do or places to go in your area, or you could hand draw a map. Make some notes on the next page of the top 10 things near you. It's a great way of focusing on the positives in your area. If you come up with more than 10, all the better. Deliver your new neighbour a starter kit, a box or basket with a few essential items that everyone needs when they first move in. Tea, biscuits, fruit juice, etc. So that could be a nice idea. There we go. Let's just see. Elizabeth says her smart meter costs her no extra. And Kath says the bills cost the same whatever the meter you've got. So there we go. That's good. I better go and get Butterfly Whispers because I could see it's gone past 11 and I think it's on. I think I put it on the bookshelf. Shall I go and have a look? I forgot to bring it. I'm not doing very well, am I? Let's have a look. I can see it. I can see it. Here we go. Butterfly Whispers. So I will read last night's and tonight's because I didn't broadcast last night. So let's read the 18th and the 19th. And of course, this week for our family, as you know, it's would have been my dad's 101st birthday because I said that earlier. But it's also been my nephew's birthday yesterday, my niece's birthday, and my daughter and her husband's wedding anniversary on Friday. So it's quite a busy celebratory week in our family. So and then at the beginning of February, it's my brother's birthday. But we haven't got to the February yet. Let's just find, here we are. 18th of January. Pay it forward. So I know it's the 19th today, but this is for yesterday. Okay. Pay it forward. There was a story of a young lad who wanted to create a goodwill movement. He wanted to help 3 people with something they couldn't do themselves. The recipient could not return the favor, but had to pay it forward by helping 3 other people. Can you only imagine what a great place this would be if that were to happen all the time? It has to start somewhere. By helping 3 people and each of those people helping 3 people, you would very quickly be surrounded by kindness, generosity, warmth, and gratitude daily. What a wonderful world that would be. Is this something we could try and practice? Pay it forward by helping others. The good feeling this would create would be phenomenal. And the more good feeling there is, the more we can pay it forward. Pay it forward today. And it is nice to be able to pay it forward, isn't it? So let's have a look. Right, so Andrew's saying someone on Facebook moved into a new house and the company who made the house sent them champagne and 2 glasses and chocolate, also a hammer and some nails, also a small toolkit to help. How nice. Well, I know that when I moved on one occasion, when I actually moved, the estate agent sent me round, was it cake or was it candles or something? It's many moons ago, and I can't remember whether it was cake or whether it was candles or whether it was candles and cake. I don't know. It was something really nice. I thought, how nice of them. It was a new estate agent starting out, but it certainly made an impression, and it was certainly this nice sort of thing to do that I would then recommend to somebody else. So I appreciated it very much. It was really nice, but that sounds even nice with all those things. My goodness. Anyway, the 19th of January, my daddy's birthday. A wise, caring and giving man was given £1,000 to hold on to until he found someone he felt needed it more than he. A few weeks passed. Then one day he was food shopping, and at the tills a young mum was in front of him with 4 young children. She was managing really well considering all 4 children were demanding a piece of her attention. The cashier gave the young woman her bill, and the woman reached into her bag for her purse. No purse. Panic set in as bags of shopping sat waiting to be paid for. 4 kids were fussing and a queue was building. The man held out his hand with an envelope containing the £1,000. Here, he said, please have this. The woman with tears in her eyes said, I woke up this morning and asked for a sign to stay. I woke up this morning and asked for a sign to stay. You see, my husband's job brought us here, and we know no one. I have no friends or family. His wages pay for the necessities, and we are miserable. Your generosity has proven prayers will be answered. Thank you. You never know what kind gesture, big or small, can change someone's life. So there you go. Well, she asked for a sign to. I get it. She asked for a sign to stay in the area, to know that it was a nice area. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Tom's saying my jumper looks stunning. This was my look. It was my mum's jumper, and my mum had some wonderful clothes, and this one really nice. The only thing about this one is when I wash it, it's sparkly, and all the sparkle comes off all over the other clothes. But that doesn't matter, because never lose your sparkle. You know, that's one of my other little books that I read from sometime, but I'm probably not going to read. I'll read a bit. I'll read this page. Don't let them tame you, it says. And if you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. I may not be different, but I'm definitely not the same. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. So some nice little things. Wonder who is the oldest, Winnie the Pooh or Rupert the Bear? Rupert the Bear. Rupert the Bear. Adrian came up with the dates earlier, didn't he? And I think Rupert the Bear. Yes, and Andrew's saying that I didn't think of that when I put this jumper on tonight. My jumper fits the theme. So every fortnight, anybody new watching, every fortnight, because lots of us are crafters, knitters, crocheters, paper crafts, things like that. We usually like to have a theme that we might, do our things for. And the theme at the moment is birds. So there we are. So I've got my robin on there. I will be trying to do some more bits to go with the theme before it changes. We don't always manage to stick with a theme if we're doing certain projects. But if we haven't got particular projects we want to do, then we can make something to go with the theme that will come in for some of our charity work or our makes for other people. So that was good. I'm glad that I fitted in with the theme, and I hadn't noticed, but there we are. I see Andrew noticed. Andrew did notice, but yes, it's lovely. I was very lucky. My mum had some lovely things. It did have a hole around the neck where it was coming apart, but I got my needle and my thread out, and I fixed it so it's not falling apart anymore. But no, I was very lucky. I've inherited a lot of clothes when my mum passed, so that's great. So folks, I'm going to probably end it there. I didn't talk much about my daddy tonight, did I? But I do talk about him lots of the time. Happy birthday. Oh, I didn't. Let's sing to him. I'm not going to pop a party popper because I've only got 2 left, and it's somebody's birthday this week, and if one doesn't pop, I want the other one to. But I have got something else I can do instead. So I'm going to sing to him. I'm just going to wish Ailey a happy, a successful trip tomorrow. She's off to the cancer clinic tomorrow for a checkup. Hopefully all goes well there, Ailey. So here we go. I'm going to sing happy. Oh no, I want some emojis before I sing happy birthday to my daddy, don't I? Because normally I asked for the birthday emojis. Let's have birthday emojis. Then I'm going to sing to my daddy, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to stuff Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to get my stuffing out. So those of you who weren't in at the beginning of the broadcast, this is Winnie the Pooh, but he doesn't look much like Winnie the Pooh. So he will be constructed by the next time I see you. Hopefully he will be done, and he will have his red t-shirt as well. I've lost one of his ears between here and where I was sitting, but I'm sure it will turn up. And if it doesn't, I will just knit another one. So let's see. Oh, have we got some? Yes, we've got some birthday emoji. Oh, hi, Marianne. Hope things are getting better for you. I know you've been going through a rough time. Sending lots of love and virtual hugs to you, Marianne. So lovely to see you there. Right, so here we go. Today is Quark Tuesday and popcorn day. Right, okay. I'm not knitting any popcorn. I could have crafted a popcorn box in my paper. Lots of people saying happy birthday to my daddy. So there we go. Right, okay. I'm going to sing to my daddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear daddy. Happy birthday to you. Oh dear. Not very successful. He would appreciate that. He used to love all sorts of things like this. So we have some party blowers. And funnily enough, they came from his house because, as I told you, we're clearing out mum's stuff, or I keep receiving. But every time I make a space in my flat, my brother brings more boxes round for me to sort. But what's my dad's name? Douglas. Douglas Fortescue. Yes, sorry, I should have said that. So you could have sung to him. But I'm sure he won't mind. He doesn't mind what you call him as long as it's not late for lunch, or he didn't mind what you called him as long as it wasn't late for lunch. So one of our little jokes there. But, you know, a wonderful man, lived a long and happy life. And as I'm talking to you, I can see my son is putting some more family photos in the group. So anybody new here who hasn't been on for a while, my mum had thousands of photographs, and rather than sort of dispense them around the family, what my son said he would do, he's purchased a little photo scanner. He researched it, and he's got a scanner, and he's scanning the photographs that my mum had. She had thousands. He's already done about I think he might have already scanned 10,000 photographs, and there's lots more. And there's been a lull today, so he must have been doing some other things. But suddenly I can see the photographs coming down again after Tuesday night's broadcast. While I was broadcasting, 92 posts. I was behind by 92 posts on our family WhatsApp groups. I had to scroll all the way through. Lots of lovely photographs, and of course all the family are commenting on the photographs. Or Tristan might put a photograph up and say, does anybody recognise what year this was, or where this was, or you know, all that. And some of us having to look really closely, because when the children were small, some of them all look like each other. So we're trying to work out actually who was that in that photograph. You know, which of my nieces or nephews was it? So Marianne saying she's feeling better, was told to keep moving to help the lungs, and it has worked. Bouncing back and fighting fit. Just need a negative test now, then you're free. Oh, excellent news. I'm glad to hear that, Marianne, because I know that you are going through a really rough time. So you're bouncing around. It's Tigger that bounces around, isn't it? We've been talking about Winnie the Pooh Day, but it's Tigger that does all the bouncing. So maybe you'll be like Tigger. Excellent. So there we go. Let's have a look. So many memories. There's so many memories to treasure, Elizabeth. And going these photographs, it's just amazing. So many things I had forgotten, but the photographs are just, you know, and I'm going to say it's a great time waster. I'm not going to say waste, because waste isn't the word. Time will go by while I'm, you know, delving down this rabbit hole. Once Tristan is going to put it on a website that we have access to, you know, so that we can access all these photographs. It's going to be amazing. It's absolutely wonderful, and I'm really enjoying it. So your dream, all right. Oh, Tom says his dream is to visit the Isle of Wight again. Well, the Isle of Wight's not going anywhere, so obviously when all this COVID stuff is over, I'm sure you will hopefully get back to see the Isle of Wight sometime soon. Andrew's put some things there. I can't see what those are. It's not clear, Andrew, what all those little things are. Oh, Andrew's dream is to visit the Isle of Wight for the first time. Lots of people used to spend there. Lots of schools come to the Isle of Wight for school trips. And a lot of people, you know, have said that, they went to the Isle of Wight when they were children on school trips. But it's just nice. So anyway, I am going to say, so Andrew, I don't know what your little pictures were. I can't make it out either on the screen or there. They're so tiny. It looks a bit like a stamp. A digital archive. Right, it's the digital archive. Thank you so much, Andrew. I was wondering what it was. Anyway, yes, the digital archive that Tristan is creating is, he's spent he's been at my sister's for a week, and he spent most of the week scanning those pictures. Picture frame emoji. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, right, excellent. So Patricia saying night night. So I'm going to say night night now. I said night night about 10 minutes ago. I'm really going to go now, and I'm going to do some more of Winnie the Pooh, and I'm going to watch some more of Downton Abbey, and really enjoying it. So whoever recommended it to me, I am so thankful, because I'm getting lost in that world, and I'm really enjoying it and forgetting what's going on in the real world around me, which is good at the moment. There we go. The island is awesome. Lots of people think that Isle of Wight needs passports. No, we don't. Absolutely. Your dad's going to be 89 in March. Jolly good. My dad was 89. There we go. He reached the grand old age of 89, so that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to go. Night night, everybody. Take care, stay safe. I say night night. For some people, it's probably not night. Any of our people across the water, it might not be night. But where was my dad born? My dad was born in he lived in Huntingdon and St Ives. I'm not quite sure where he was born and which bit he was born in. I will ask the family, because I know the family know, because they've done all the history and all the, they were talking about it, but I can't remember. So I will find out. Anyway. Love you all. Night night. Yes, I will be broadcasting on Friday. Yes, Kath, I am not going. I was due to go away tomorrow. I'm not. That's been deferred till Saturday. Plans changed, so Saturday. So I will be broadcasting on Friday night, God willing. Yes, absolutely. Night night, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all again very soon.